Addicted to the same drugs they were stealing and selling on duty.
Bryce and Jennifer Charpentier, once esteemed San Diego police officers, became embroiled in a scandal that stemmed from a routine burglary call.
I believe that this will all sort itself out.
Responding under false pretenses, they began a scheme of theft, targeting prescription drugs from unsuspecting residents, claiming to investigate threats.
The family says the officers made up stories to return to their home again and again.
They repeatedly exploited their authority to gain access to homes, where they pilfered medications. Over time, they made a lot of money from their illicit activities.
They were in talks, prosecutors say, with a bulk hydrocodone producer, and they had plans to take over the entire business.
As their criminal enterprise thrived, Bryce's aggressive tendencies escalated, culminating in a severe assault during duty that resulted in his arrest.
They say he viciously and randomly attacked 4 innocent people.
This incident exposed their illicit activities to scrutiny, prompting Jennifer, concerned for her husband's well-being, to make a startling admission to the authorities. She confessed not only to their drug-selling operation, but also to Bryce's addiction to the very substances they were peddling.
Unlawfully possessing a firearm and being an addict while doing so.
Guilty.
Bryce, vehemently denying these allegations, was proved wrong after failing a drug test. Subsequently, both officers were terminated from their positions, and legal repercussions swiftly followed. The victims of their crimes pursued legal action against them. Bryce, facing multiple assault charges and now confirmed to be addicted to drugs, saw his once promising career in law enforcement crumble. The couple was later sentenced to 3 years in prison. Talking about betrayal, here's a moment cop caught his wife cheating on him with another man.
License and registrations, please. Wow. Sir, in this car, can you please step out of the vehicle onto the left? Hey, partner, I've got this one. Both of you, please, just on the left side. Can you please face the vehicle and put your hands where I can see them? You too, ma'am. Have you been drinking tonight, sir? No, sir. Can I please get you to come over here? Okay, please stand and go in a straight line and put one foot in front of the other. Ah, yes. How long have you known this woman for, sir? About a couple of weeks now. Yeah. Okay. That's my wife, sir. That's your wife? That is my wife.
Really? Wow, I had no idea. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words.
Can you please stand back near your vehicle, sir?
Sure.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either.
So I'm going to need you to go back in your vehicle and you can leave.
You want me to go?
Yes, sir. You can leave before I get angry.
Grab her stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm trying to say before I go, we are both victims of her games.
No worries, mate. It's not your fault. You're not the married woman who made Tinder. No worries, mate. How could you do this to me? Wasted 7 years on this. You know what? Oh, you can call your mum and she can come pick you up wherever the hell we are. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
The police officer handled the situation with professionalism, but here's a man who, in another incident, was attacked by a cop after being caught cheating with the officer's wife.
Who showed up?
My husband.
What's your husband's name?
Josh Mulligan.
Huh?
Josh Mulligan.
Josh is in APD, Josh?
The tensions between personal relationships and professional responsibilities came to a head when an Albuquerque police officer's private life bled into his work. The officer, referred to as Josh, found himself entangled in a violent confrontation with a man named Sean, who had been having an affair with Josh's wife, Stephanie. The incident occurred while Sean was exercising near a dog park, where he was unexpectedly assaulted by Josh.
My head is really sore and it's getting swollen in multiple places.
So, what happened?
He just came down and jumped at me and started hitting me in the head.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay. And from what I understand, this is his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, you had any beef with him issues?
There's been an ongoing issue, but nothing physical until now.
Okay. You want to press charges? No? Okay. Well, we're gonna have EMS.
Unless
come
I'm
check
really
you out.
fucking hurt.
Well, I mean, you're pretty red and you got a lot of bumps and bruises around your head.
And I think he took my car key because it was in my pocket and I don't know where the hell it is now. So
Okay.
In situations like this, some men are wild and can't endure such betrayal. Sean was lucky that Josh did not bring a gun to the confrontation. This highlights the unpredictable nature of such personal conflicts. While some men can control themselves in situations like this, others may not. Despite the physical altercation, Sean chose not to press charges against Josh. Sean expressed concern over the escalating situation, fearing for his safety as the affair continued to provoke Josh's anger.
Good, buddy?
Yeah. He's not here and he doesn't want to press charges anyway. It's an ongoing issue. It's just never been violent. Now it's violent.
All right.
And I think it may be because the chick that's over here is the wife
Of the other dude?
of the suspect.
Oh.
So it might be you're sleeping with my wife, but he was over here working out and the guy just came down the hill and beat the crap out of him. So.
I'm heading over to RNS.
Okay. Okay, Sean, because you don't want to press charges, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an informational report on this. It's going to have you, it's going to have him, and it's going to have her. On what
Should I
happened.
press charges? I've never been in one fight in my entire life. Never
Okay.
been hit.
So
Ever.
if you feel like this is an ongoing thing and it's just escalated to this, 9 times out of 10, I can't even say that. Sometimes it'll escalate even worse. Like, he may put you in the hospital. Or worse.
He's not right in the head.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a chat with her and find out the situation and what's going on. So.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who is it?
Oh, I got
Okay, man. What's your name?
Stephanie.
Throughout the ordeal, Stephanie showed little concern for the seriousness of the situation or the potential consequences for her husband. As Sean recounted the violent encounter to the responding officers, Stephanie casually strolled nearby, showing lack of concern for what she caused. Her nonchalant demeanor starkly contrasted with the gravity of the situation, showing a disconnect between her actions and their impact on Josh's professional and personal life.
And who showed up?
My husband.
Stephanie, you gonna be good?
Yeah.
You gonna be okay going home?
I'll probably stay away for a little while.
Okay.
Go over there with my mom. We'll see. It'll be fine.
Okay. Let us know if there's anything else we can do, anything else we can help with. If you have any issues, go ahead and call us back, okay?
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer and then until somebody comes and opens his vehicle.
The police officers on the scene handled the situation with a procedural approach. The emotional turmoil caused by Stephanie's betrayal led to a violent outburst, showcasing how deeply personal issues can affect one's judgment and behavior. Like and subscribe for more police cam stories. Watch the next recommended video. Click to watch now.